That's either real stupid or genius. Do it. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a rather beautiful sunny day here in Bourgogne, France. And today we are back working on project GTI. And you know what they say, sun's out, guns out. Not these guns, I ain't packing. These guns. Yeah, because today I want to do some painting. Yeah, ideally I'd like to be continuing with obviously reassembling the front end of the GTI, and the next port of call is obviously with all the front grills, fog lights, and obviously seeing again what potentially I'm missing from this side. But for that I need to get this painted ready to wang it on. But even though this was still a mega bargain on eBay, I do have a cheeky repair to do on this corner. So I'm going to try and cut and remove this little tab from the old one. Yeah, use a bit of Q-bond and hopefully fix it on there. Do it. Where'd it go? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to chalk that up as another victory for the Q-bond. Time just to hit up with a bit of primer and we'll be good to paint. Yeah, speaking of primer, that was one of the other really cool things about when I bought this. Actually, it had already the primer, this grey, sort of dark grey primer on. So I'm going to give it a really good wash down now, give it a good inspection, see if there's any retouches that I might need to do. Do it. Okay then, well, I've done a little bit more primer just because there was a couple imperfections that I just needed to get out. And so at the moment, all primed in, all should be ready to go. Now, as you can tell, I've decided to risk it for a biscuit and do the paint job outside. Previously, that hasn't worked well, but obviously that was at 5 degrees, whereas today we're at a lovely 24 degrees. So I've got very little wind. So I thought I'd do it. So all that's left for me to do now is go and get all my paint gun all loaded up, get this all degreased, get the old paint gear on, and yeah, let's send it. I'll see you in a bit. So I believe I've got everything I need, including refreshments. But yeah, paint, be giving it the old shake, shake, shake the Laura. That should be ready to rock. I've got my thinners, got my degreaser, got my tack cloth, paint gun at the ready. So now's just time to get to work. Let's get degreasing, get some paint prepped, and yeah, let's get to work and do it. Wow, boom! Well, to be fair, it seems to be going okay. I've had a bug land in it, but if you'd have told me at the start, would I take one bug for an outside paint job? I'd probably take it, to be fair. But to be honest, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I say, the texture of the paint, everything, I've got a good layer on there. As I say, next stage is the varnish, which is probably a bit of a more difficult test. So far with the colour, I'm happy. But while we wait for the paint to dry, I do have some info. My mate Mike at uni that had that Mark III, that was where kind of I just realised that one day I had to have a GTI. But yeah, he sent me some pictures of it. Check it out. Yeah, that thing was proper cool, lowered. I really liked the wheels. It had one of them big subwoofer bad boy things in the back as well that made all the windows vibrate like proper boy racer style. Yeah, and he had it straight pipe. That thing sounded epic. So yeah, here's a question for you then. Mark III, not the best GTI. To be fair, I don't think it would even make my top 3. What is your top 2 and then worst mark? First, second and last in the comments. Do it. My answer is going to be down there. Go check it out. Coffee's finished. Time to go and yeah, start mixing up the varnish and wang it on and do it. Back to work. Boom! Lovely baking in the sun. To be honest, it was going really well, and as I started spraying, it just must be that, I don't know, the varnish just starts attracting bugs. So yeah, I've got one. I did get one when I was laying down the base. I definitely picked up a couple more of his mates in the varnish coat, but yeah, nothing that can't be corrected out at a later date. Time to leave it to bake, find Juliet, and go for a bike ride. I'll see you perhaps tomorrow when it's nice and dry. As we say in France, à demain. That'll never get old. What's up? Well, I have to say the bumpers are looking pretty good. And yeah, now I was just thinking, I can't wait to try and wang it on. But to do that, obviously I'm missing a few little bits from the other side. And the good news is there's been a bit of a let up on the lockdown. So I believe the Volkswagen garage is open. So I'm going to whimper-stang myself over there and see if I can pick up the bracket and do it. Well, here, time for me to head inside and see if I can grab some of these brackets. Okay, 200 euros later. Bad news is they haven't got any of the parts in stock. But good news, I suppose, that they're on order. And I've got a bit of a discount. Yeah! Back to the Whimper Caban. I'm dropping the hammer, Harry.
No, you're not.
Woohoo! Time for a coffee because I've got some thinking to do. As you can see, I've been trying to piece together what's going on this front end. All these plastic trim bits that are for this side of the bumper, they're the bits that I ordered from Volkswagen today. I'm missing the fog light for that side. Pretty much everything on that side is pretty much wiped out. So that was like well over 200 bucks, so I'm gonna try and hit up eBay for that one. I did order a new one of them because, yeah, it is proper bent out of shape and smashed on that side. This front grille, actually, I'm gonna try and reuse that because it is just broken a tiny bit in that top corner, but I think I can maybe get away with it. What else? I can't wait to wang that bit on. That's the cool bit. What else? Another feature, obviously, this bumper is the holes for the radar. Now, I've been having a little dig. This harness is for the front. Now there's no radars or anything on there, and even worse news, this must be the end. Yeah, it's not looking too sharpish, is it? I've got a part number on there, so yeah, I think that'll be another thing to add to the list for my eBay shop, I think. So yeah, where do I start with that then? Perhaps there. One thing I did, however, notice was which I didn't spot on the first unpacking video, has got a little bit of a dink in it. I'm not sure if you can see it, so it might need a little bit of tappy action. But anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee and you guessed it, wang it on and do it. Right, okay, so I just put the wing on. It's only held on by a few bolts. However, as you can see, there's quite a hefty gap between that and the hood, which only means one thing, that this whole section here has just been pulled down a bit. Right, so I've got this plan, right? So I'm going to lower the car onto this wood and hopefully force this whole wing back into line. According to my calculations, you know, like scientific ones, that's either real stupid or genius. Do it. Right now, easy does it. Whoa, 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 that's enough. Well, that's way better on that line. I'd say the hood could probably do with going backwards a couple of millimeters just to close this gap here. But as far as sort of fender to hood gaps go, this isn't about getting the finished product on the body lines at the moment. But like I say, that is looking far better than what it was about half an hour ago. Looks like my calculations weren't too bad after all. Okay, time for me to start now tackling the bumper. I've just been taking off the old bits of bumper from this front grille. I think this is where I'm going to start. So starting with this part, the idea is to assemble as much of this front bumper as I possibly can. Hit the beats. Chicka, 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 chicka. Well, I know that I'm obviously, well, the bumper's looking pretty good, right? Well, half of it. I know what I'm missing, a few brackets and stuff from this side, but I just, yeah, I can't help myself. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. Do it. Looking good. Well, from this angle, it certainly does anyway. That is enough for today. Well, that was a good day. It's looking pretty good, and I'm quite pleased with actually how the bonnet and the wings are all lining up. And with the headlights, obviously there's some adjustments still to be done, but yeah, as far as finishing off today, yeah, finishing off on a positive. In the next episode, guys, I've got some good deliveries just arrived, so we'll be busting them open and seeing what's inside. And guys, I hope you liked today's episode, and if you have, don't forget, smash that like button. Hit me up with a comment down below, all that good stuff, bro, helps the channel grow. And if you're new to the channel, then join the Wimpy Brotherhood. Hit that subscribe button. As always, guys, I've been Wimpy. You've been awesome for watching. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Alright, boom, laters. It's hot. Wang it on. To wang it on. To wang that bit on and wang it on. Wang it on. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. Do it.